Welcome back to Factorio, Seablock TSM, episode number 242. So as as I mentioned, excuse me, as I was mentioning at the end of the last episode, I sort of finished this area off, and in the process, while looking around the factory a little bit, I found there's actually three issues that we have. Excuse me. Three issues we have outstanding. The first one, I guess, should be obvious. We have no mud. Well, no is not quite correct. We have very little mud. This is all my... I forget how much I did offline. I probably did a little bit to get all of the plastic and trees and so on from here to join in up here and convert this to red belt, and to add a bit of extra processing of the plastic around here. But when you're not getting enough mud, this isn't tapped to the degree that it should be. The second issue, which is only obvious when we were getting enough mud, is that this actually isn't nearly enough, and in fact, while the backlog was being drained, the incoming from all of these new guys went all the way, well, there was a significant backlog, let's put it that way. The third issue, minor issue I suppose, this isn't actually one of the issues that we don't have all of the modules in these machines yet. It's worth noting, but it's not really particularly serious. The more serious and pressing issue is if you look at our plastic, and yes, I haven't fixed this yet. If you look at our plastic, you see that red, the red circuits is getting it before the processing units, which is okay, except for one thing. We come up to red circuits. This is actually full. If you look to the right, you've got storage 768 of 768, but you've only got 3.7k plastic, which means that it's actually trying to cool plastic. And it can't unload the plastic, so it will sit here forever. I actually forced a load up to here, which has a lot more space than the red circuits for whatever reason. But at the red circuits, there simply isn't enough space. We need to make a little bit more space. So what I think I will do is try and see which product or products potentially get used the most. It's pretty hard to know really, but what I want to do is basically put an extra chest, which I'll also wire up with the green wire, but an extra chest on some of these, one or two of these guys, just to enable the warehouse to carry a little bit more load. So that's another thing that we need to do. But first things first, we need, what's this, 16k, what are we dividing by? Divide by 8. I think I might make this a separate requester per old style requesters, rather than use a direct circuit for the mud. Now we basically want that, and this will be if mud, if I can find mud, there we go, mud is less than say 16k, and I checked this also, then we'll just get a P. I checked that mud was well, there's plenty of mud. I know one warehouse out there's got like 90,000, so there's plenty of mud. And we're probably only a little bit short when it really comes to it, so that is okay. Now the only thing is, if I connect to here, I will get a... I will get a positive signal. Maybe I'll just do this with red wire. Now, trains on the way is less than P, then call our trusty mud train. And it's on the way. Okay, so we're going to get a mud train. I need to get the mud to come up here and basically join in here. So probably something of this nature. There's not going to be room there, is there? Nope. The fun weaving. Let the weaving begin. There is room coming through here. So we might as well use that, and then I may as well place that. And then we can have, oops, that like so. You guys are mud. And that's probably called another. Well, as soon as it's filled up again and done a cycle, it will come all the way around. So, did we get the whole way? I think we did. Yeah. What I will do though is we will set an input priority for this stuff. Yeah, that should be sufficient. So that should fix the mud problem. Now, the next problem is this is woefully insufficient. So what I should probably do is, I think I could reroute this trees to go along here. So I think that's what we need to do. Seem to be using these trees pretty quick from the looks of things. How are we going? 71,000. Yes. I expect it's going to pick up again when this is... oh, here we go. We're starting to get mud now. When these are brought back online fully... I just don't want to pick up all these trees, assuming this is going to empty out pretty quickly. There you go, we're just about there. Perfect. Now, what I should be able to do is this. So I should be able to I need to be able to... Crap. What do I need to be able to do? I could probably make that work. But we probably need to do something about this water. Once again. What are you telling me? We've got no pipe? Oh, we used a special pipe there, perhaps. Right. Now, so much for all that effort to avoid getting trees. So what I need is a means to get the plastic to connect into here. Which will probably be that. And this guy I want to relocate slightly. Like so. And I don't quite have enough room if I do that. Unless... Well, all I need to do is move this up. So I might just do that. I think that's what I want. So I'm going to need a belt going through there. And I am going to need a way of getting the stuff down to there, which will be this. And then basically oh, no, 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 no. What are you? We don't want you there. That does work. Okay. Where's this plastic stuff? Raw bioplastic going there. And acetone, we've got lots of. I think I actually put, I'm not sure if I did that on during the episode, but I put speed modules on here, and I made a point of connecting this top one that wasn't connected up into the acetone creation. So now you're starting to see a slightly more dense supply. I do actually have some modules, so I may as well use what I have got to speed this up as much as we can. That's it. So we're going to have to get some more modules, but as I said, that's not really the key problem. I would expect this should be enough. Now, I'm hoping that what's going to happen is this guy sort of can't cope anymore, but that doesn't appear to be the case. Every so often it's still not full. I wonder if we're actually better off with more beacons. Who would know? We also, this isn't really one of the three problems, but we also have a kind of impending power crisis, I think. So let me just show you that one as well. It's hard to see, especially when these have shut off, but when the steam basically, when these cool down, these end pipes cool down the most because there's a slow decrease in the temperature across all the heat pipes until you get over here. So you're getting the least benefit in terms of the steam going into these generators and or being put into here. You're probably getting a bit being transferred this way as well, which is why I have the pipes so that you can have that. But when the steam gets drawn down and these cool off, which they inevitably will, because of this effect, these generators stop boiling, and you lose all the steam here before here. So also, because this will be greater than 30, you could have this decline quite quickly into almost nothing and sort of nothing at the end. So that when it comes back online, and it takes a while to heat up and get these pipes hot all the way along, there's actually a bit of a lag. Well, I saw it in between episodes where there was such a lag, which actually meant in our power we were starting to top into the accumulators, which is fine. I mean, we have the accumulators. We certainly never came into a brownout situation, but we are starting to use a little bit more power than we were. It will become more apparent when or if this red circuits ever gets resolved. In fact, we have the situation here right now, so hopefully we can go and solve that. Let me just see if I can build some chests. I can. I'm actually tempted to build a couple of iron chests, or 2 or 3 iron chests. In fact, let's do that. Even though they only have 32 storage, it should be sufficient if we build 2, say 3 of them. And we need to get up to oh, it's just there. It's handy. It's got to go round a long way, but never mind. We need to get up to red circuits to do this, to affect this change. How are we doing with nitrogen? Don't know. Oh, this is my train. Right. No, I need you to take me up to red circuits. Way up here, please. So I think after this fix, I will basically be moving directly into so what I'm going to do is I need 3 of these items. 3 of these items to go into normal chests. And I need to read across all of these things so that we will be able to... Oh. And I need to copy those into there. And I don't want to be holding plastic. Oh, wow. Okay. You can have some plastic. I could use the carbon sometimes, but I don't want to, and I don't want to be using or holding monosilicon either. The reason the plastic filled fastest is because it's only 100 in the stack. But now, now it's telling us we have 8.2 because we have 3.2 there, and what? Well, 8.5. Interesting. It's not trying to order for red circuits. That's the most important thing. Plastic there. It's now only ordering for processing units. So as soon as this guy is full again, which it admittedly is a little way off. Hopefully this doesn't bottleneck. Are you getting... oh, okay, now we've got problems with the amount of acetone we're getting. Nutrient pulp. And we are struggling to get rid of all the ethanol. Now that's just a top up. So ethanol, which then comes the ethanol then comes down here where it's employed in these things. And this is the resin that was an issue and probably will be again, so we're probably going to have to deal with that fairly soon. But you know what? For now, turn that off. For now, it's time to come up here. Oh, we need some landfill. A lot more than I've got too. But yes, it's time to come up here. And I do believe it is possible. It is actually possible to access all the points here. because you just have to go round to get along here. We're out of that now, aren't we? Yes. You have to go round to get to those points, and here you would come where? You come along here, so you can access something that's built down here as well. Do you happen to have any landfill? No, you do have a bunch of other things that might be useful. Probably I should have built one of these first and then landfilled the whole thing. Yeah. Alright, maybe it's worth my while to call my train, and we'll go and pick up some landfill from somewhere. Where's my train? There it is. Come and get me. And yeah, let's make some progress on the final type of circuits. I don't know if they're going to fit inside one city block or whether we actually need two. That's something I guess we'll find out soon enough. Now, where did I want to go? I think we probably have 48 there. So if I was to just come here, oops. If I go there, I can just grab some out of that. And I'll tell it to wait. $8,000, is that the max I've set? No. It's the max room I've got. Okay, that's fine. So, yeah, we want to go up here. And you know, actually, let's not wait. We have a zone. We have a zone or like a station already. So all I really need to do is not a warehouse, just extend the Roboport coverage. Perhaps. Like, for example, if I was to... okay, that makes it a little bit difficult. But there, does it get the top? Very hard to see. I don't think it quite does, actually. I may have to move this guy up. What is that? That is a robot level 2. And that one's a level 2. Why don't I go to map mode and turn on that one. Okay, so we're missing, possibly because we're out of radar there, but that's all. So we've got this piece. All right. I think we need the same sort of thing as red circuit, which would be that. Whoops. Where are we? We're there. Okay. So that gives us our inputs. Although the actual ones we're going to need are probably markedly different to these ones in most respects. Now, I don't actually want to be carrying this much landfill. So, let's set up kind of the essential stuff. Which would be a, if we go down to red circuits again, it would be this part here. Which I kind of want to get. I probably, yeah, I am going to need, is that what I need? What do I have here? Yeah, I need this as well. So why don't I, in fact, go from about here to there. And then we can do that. Right. Very good. Now, how much have we got left? We've only got about 2,000 left. So I guess what I want to do now is fill in as much as possible of up here. And then let's just paint by numbers, more or less. We'll have to just check what this is called. It is Thorsten Stanizok 03. Okay. That's a fairly significant amount. I don't know for sure whether this is actually available to it or not. That's my biggest concern, but let's not worry about that. Let's just put all that away. So, aside from burning through one hell of a lot of stuff, what actually is required for these circuits? No red circuits, interestingly enough. We do need nitric acid. Right. That could be a problem. Nitric acid. Okay. Now we're trying to build these boards. How many of them? 9. Right. So we're not going to be making a lot of these things unless... it is that as an electronic processing board. Electronic processing board 9, right. So that's going to be a hell of a lot of integrated circuits and so on. 4 products going into each one, and we need 9. 9 per. Oh. Now I need to be a little bit careful that this doesn't start ordering things. Oh, it is ordering things. Okay, where's my green wire? Green wire, green wire. Crap. Stop ordering. Oh, you've got no power, so maybe you weren't ordering. What are these circuits called? Advanced processing units. Okay. In fact, what we can do is actually use the symbol. It's fairly distinct, I think. Right. Advanced processing units in. How are we going? Got a bunch of deliveries. Actually, we've even had a whole bunch of the landfill delivered. Excellent. So our process will fix this entirely up very soon. Might just have a quick check how far. Oh, it must be here already. There you go. That certainly is a speedy way to get stuff happening. Definitely cannot complain. So 9, huh? What exactly do you use these in? Advanced processing units. Usage. 75 things. So that's like a one-off use, one-off use. You need them in a battery. Okay. Beacons. You need a lot of them. Oh, you need them in the power armor as well. Centrifuge 3. Okay, SpaceX components. Oh, we need them in all the modules too. So we do need a lot of these damn things. Do I just bite the bullet and say, okay, why don't I... If I need effectively 9 of these, which means I'm going to need 9 of these as well, why don't I actually start board building in the block directly above? It might be the only way we can do this, really. So, because that's a hell of a lot of boards. So in other words, we come up here and we actually use 2 of these to do our fancy circuits. I still doubt we're going to get 9 rows of it. How similar are these? 1, 2, 3, 4. We've got 4 elements. And we've got 4 elements. We have the same 4 elements, but we just use the resources slightly more aggressively. The gold and copper, anyway. And that shouldn't cause me too many dramas, so... Alright, if that's what's happening... But for this one, we only need 4 of the fancy logic boards for that, but here we need 9. Don't know. Okay. What I should do actually is copy basically all of that and bring it up here. These bits here are probably a little not clear that that's what we need. But these things are going to be basically the same. Hopefully I've left myself enough room. So that's thrown away this idea for the moment. Which is okay, because maybe if it's self-contained, it's... Oh. This is working. We're getting plastic. But we're using it so fast that even though we are emptying this as quickly as possible, the plastic is refusing to actually go up. And it's very slowly turning into these things. Okay. Oh, and what this means is that if those boards are effectively the same, copper plate, fiberglass board, okay, yes, copper plate, gold plate. So in fact, this part is identical to this. I need to... this is going to be so much different. It's going to be similar, more similar to processing units, clearly, than to this. So why don't I just take all of these out? Because this is not right. We'll probably need something like that anyway, but that's not how we're going to do it to start with. Actually, let's turn those off. I'd rather have all that stuff delivered. Now, as this part is identical, We need to do that. And it looks like that is going to work, so good. Oops. So that's that part. Now, let's just... We've got to about here. Oh, we probably need these as well. Let's just grab, I guess, that. Which is the equivalent of that. And once all these are in, we can change their classification, I guess. Okay, so it's Stanizoc 3, I think. Let's just check that again. Be 100% sure. Yes, it is. Come and bring me a whole bunch of stuff. And then, after building all of that, the next step is we have these, so we need to build these. So these are similar to what we're trying to do below, but they need the CPUs as well. Oh, and CPUs have gold or gilded copper wire requirement. So we have one more item. So what have we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 items. 6 items. Six items. Okay, so oh, and the sulfuric acid. Might need to make nitric acid somewhere as well. I think we've run out of plastic here again. I'll stop doing that silly thing. Hey! Yeah. So obviously the plastic's going to get even worse. It uses oh, this doesn't use plastic. It does use silicon nitride, though. Silicon nitride. Silicon nitride. Nope, we do not make silicon nitride currently. Okay. Silicon. Silicon powder, nitrogen gas. That's it. Straightforward. Silicon powder, nitrogen gas. Silicon powder, nitrogen gas. Where do we do silicon? I know we do it somewhere. Monosilicon. So, I mean, we could make silicon nitride here fairly easily. And maybe that's the best idea. Maybe that's the best idea. Alright. But before we get there... So... that row is basically nothing. Oh, we've got a whole bunch of additional things for... Yeah, we don't actually need to make this sort of direct injection process for the CPUs. We're only adding one CPU per board. There's really only the integrated electronics and transistors really that complete, okay, that really need this sort of dedicated supply. So it's that one, and even the basic electronic components. We could rip out basic electronic components so that we could potentially make more boards. Make them off to the side sort of thing. 7 seconds makes 5. 7 seconds makes 5. And 5 seconds per. And if we kept the same number... 23. 23. Math is hard. We need 23 every 5 seconds. 23 every 5 seconds. Every 5 seconds. Okay. Maybe I need to bring up my calculator. Actually, there's a calculator in here, isn't there? I don't need to bring up. It's an FNEI, isn't it? What's that? Settings. No, it's not on that one. There we go. Planner. It's in there. I forgot I had this thing. Is there a calculator in here? I thought there was. Yes, there is. Okay, so 23 every 5 seconds equals... We need 4.6 a second. Now, if we multiply by 7 seconds and divide by 5, we would need 7 machines. Ew, 7 machines to deliver that. Seven machines. These guys are 10. How long? 10 every 4 seconds. You basically need 2 of them only for the whole row. Yeah, it shows you how... I mean, I just threw them all together because we have so many similar components. How are we doing for time? Almost time up. Yeah. So if I assumed that I had this space here, this space from about here to work with, I'm not going to build a rail, but I've got this space on this side to work with. We should plot out what we'd need to do to build CPUs, because there is no crossover. These all have crossover. This has no crossover. Gilded copper wire. Oh, and we're going to need that. Let's sort this out. You are not going to be making those. You're going to be making these ones. Okay, so that part's fine. In fact, we could even confirm copper plate, gold. Oh, this is a little bit interesting. Yeah. Let's whack those in. Oh, they must be coming from down below. So copper plate, gold plate, and glass fiber. Copper plate. Actually, we need... we need basically the same as here, at least, and then some more, I think. So there's your glass fiber. There's the first 3 that we needed, right? These 3. Okay, we're making some progress. Might seem a little bit slow, but it's progress nevertheless. Now, these guys, gilded copper wire. I do think I have that available. Yes. And and it's not being used that much yet. Is what we can draw from that. So the gilded, that one. What is it? Minus 20,000. Yep. Gilded copper wire. Okay, so potentially you would be doing that. Right, now, the next thing that we'd need, silicon wafer, tons of them. So maybe we need our own dedicated silicon wafer, which we're using these for. Silicon wafer, silicon nitride, and sulfuric acid. I do think silicon nitride is just going to have to be the only place it makes sense is down in silicon, right? So we better just make it. I can split off another line of stuff from here, or oh yeah, the silicon has to go around in a circle, doesn't it? I could even split it off here. Send it out. We will need to get some nitrogen. But we're already on the hour, so I think this is going to be kind of part one of our advanced circuits. Why are you flashing? I need a radar up here. That's what we need. Okay, if I got a radar, surely I have a radar. Well, there we go. Ah, that's better. That is much better. Yes, that gives us all this territory. Puffers. So yellow is puffer. It's quite easy to see these things then. Yellow is puffer, and the green ones, which tend to be oh, we've got to kill this without destroying this stuff, because that's an absolute treasure chest. Anyway, let's not worry about that. You're not flashing, actually. That's good. No, that's it for this episode, and next episode we'll carry on with the advanced processing unit. Oh, you're just outside. How annoying. How annoying is that? All the way down. Well, most of the way down. Alright, that's crap. I need to move. What have you got on you? 97. Okay. Now, 97. Good. You're included now. So yes, thanks for joining me, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Bye bye for now.